Hi folks, Tom with Parks and Places Online. Today I'm in the desert Southwest where the sun's always shining to talk about RV solar. Specifically, why we chose not to go with solar. There's an awful lot of posts on YouTube now about people that have taken the plunge and gotten solar for their RV. So we looked into it and we opted not to. So we're going to explain in this video why solar was not practical for us and what we do in place of using solar panels. One of the most common questions that I see asked is, will solar work to power my air conditioner? The answer to that is not that simple. But I get it. You know, you're out in the baking desert, the sun's hitting your RV, it's hot. Wouldn't it be great if you can get that sun beating on your RV to cool it off? So yeah, I get it. I would love for that to be true, but it's not that simple. So today we're going to talk about RV solar and what you need to have to make it practical for you. If you're wondering where I'm at, I am in Big Bend National Park in Texas, right about in the middle of the coronavirus outbreak, if you want to call it an outbreak. And I am on the trail to Dog Canyon, which is that canyon behind me. So it's about a 2-mile hike to get to the canyon, and then you hike through the canyon. So we'll see how it goes. Understanding a few things about RVs first. In general, RVs get their power from one of two places. They either get it from their batteries, or they get it from electric being plugged in. Birds fluttering around. If an RV is getting its power from batteries, that means it's getting 12-volt direct current, kind of like your car battery. And if it's plugged in, then it's getting, like your house current, 120 volts alternating current. Some appliances work off of the 12-volt direct current. Other appliances work off of 120-volt alternating current. So the things that run off of the battery directly include the lights in your RV, your exhaust fans, your water pump, and then some things you may not directly think about it, but the igniter on your furnace. Your furnace runs off of propane, but to ignite that propane, that igniter runs off of the 12-volt DC. And then there's a fan that blows the hot air around. That also runs off of 12-volt DC. Your hot water heater, very similar. The igniter to ignite the propane to heat your water. The igniter runs off of 12-volt. And if you have a refrigerator that automatically switches from electric to propane, which ours does not, then you probably have an electric igniter in your refrigerator. Then there's anything that can plug into a 12-volt receptacle, like a cigarette lighter. So we have a fantastic fan, that's its brand name, and it is fantastic, that runs off of the 12-volt. And anything that plugs into a USB power port, that runs directly off of the battery as well. Now USB is 5-volt instead of 12-volt, but it's just a little electronic component to convert the 12-volt to 5-volt. So any of your USB chargeable devices, including your phones, a lot of cameras, external battery packs, whatever you have that runs off of USB power and you're charging those devices, well, those are all the things that run off of the battery directly. I almost forgot. One more thing that runs off of your battery directly is your generator, starter. So just like a battery starts your car, your RV battery starts your generator. if you have a generator. Now, the things that don't run off your battery directly are the things that run off of 120 volt alternating current. Now, those things include your TV, your microwave, your air conditioner. Yes, your air conditioner requires 120 volt. And anything that you can plug into an outlet. So that would probably mean your coffee maker, your hair dryer, your blow dryer, your curling iron, and your laptop. All those things you're plugging into an outlet. So all of those things run off of 120 volt alternating current and don't run off your battery directly. Now, there are devices that convert and invert power from DC to AC and back and forth. You're probably familiar with a power converter. Your cell phone charger is probably your best example of that. So your cell phone charges off of USB power, so that is 5 volt direct current. But your cell phone charger plugs into a wall, which is 120 volts alternating current. So your phone charger converts that 120 volt AC into 5 volt DC to charge your phone. Gotta watch my step here. Trail was a little easier. Now it's getting a little bit more requiring watching where I'm walking. There is also a device that inverts DC power into AC power, specifically 12 volt DC into 120 volt AC. We own a 400 watt inverter. So it takes the 12 volt DC battery output that we have and it inverts it into 120 volt AC. We use that mainly for two things, and that is to power our television. So we'll watch our TV off of the inverter, battery and inverter, or to run my laptop. So to run or recharge my laptop, I'll run that off the inverter as well. Now they sell different size inverters. We used to have a 150 watt inverter, and that ran the laptop, but it didn't run the TV. So I have upgraded to a 400 watt. That's working well. But if you want to run, like for example, your coffee maker off of your batteries, you need a more powerful inverter. And I don't have the stats on what kind of size inverter you need, but they sell huge inverters, I'll call them huge, that are big enough to run your air conditioner. Hey, I'm getting to it, see? So one of the questions that was asked was, can solar power your air conditioner? And the answer to that is no, not directly. Solar can't power anything directly. You know, think if you're watching TV and cloud passes over and you know, what's going to happen to the TV? Is it going to... I am at the junction to Devil's Den. All right, I am on the right trail. All right. See the junction, Dog Canyon Trail. I'm doing good. All right, where did I leave off? So solar doesn't power anything directly because all appliances need a nice steady current. Your TV as an example, but anything. So solar, you know, cloud passes by. Well, there's less electrical output being produced. Cloud goes away, now there's a big amount of electric being produced. So you can't run things off of solar directly, except the one thing that you do run directly off of solar is your battery charger. So a solar controller thingamajiggy, I don't know the technical word, it takes the variable amount of electricity that your solar panels are producing based on the variable amount of sunlight, and it is variably charging your battery. So the only thing that solar powers is your battery charger. Definitely gotta watch my step. So can your solar power your AC? Well, can your batteries power your AC? Can your batteries and your inverter power your AC? That's really the question. So if you're asking, the answer is probably no. You need a lot of battery power storage, and you need a real heavy-duty inverter in order to make batteries power your AC. How many batteries do you need? You know, I'm not an expert in this, but just from, well, the YouTube videos I see, I don't see anyone doing it with less than 4. So we have 1 battery. If you've got 1 or 2, then no is the short answer. No, you cannot power your air conditioner with solar, because you cannot power your air conditioner with your 2 batteries. And if you've got 2 or, I'm sorry, if you've got 4 or 6, I think 6 is the most I've seen batteries in an RV, then, you know, and a powerful inverter to invert that DC power into AC, then yes, your batteries can power your air conditioner, and hence solar can indirectly power your air conditioner. So solar does not work for us because we've got only 1 RV battery and a tiny inverter, which is applicable to the 1 battery. And we have a small rig. There's no room to put a battery bank of 4 batteries. Definitely not the space for that. So for us, solar just isn't practical. And my unofficial opinion is that you have only 1 or 2 RV batteries. Solar is probably not practical for you either. Regardless of how much light there happens to be, how much electrical power your solar panels are generating, once your battery's full, there's no more place to store it. So if you've got 1 or 2 batteries, once they're full, well, the rest of that electrical power being generated by your solar panels is just being wasted. That's that controller. It makes sure you don't over boil your batteries. So there's a controller to make sure that your solar panels do not destroy your batteries. But once your batteries are full, you're done. So you need to have a lot of batteries to make advantage of solar. And you need to have a lot of batteries to power a big inverter to run your AC. So I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I'd also explain what we do in place of solar. So the answer is we run our generator. Yes, we have a built-in generator in our RV. We have a small RV, small generator. It's a 2800 watt Onan generator. And it's really loud. It's crazy loud. It's so loud, it's almost intolerable for it to be on for any long period of time. So before we turn on our generator, we get everything all set. So we'll get the food ready to be microwaved, get the coffee pot all ready to brew, get the steak in the toaster oven or whatever. We get everything all prepared. Then we turn on the generator and we get all those things running at once. And then we turn off our generator. So we run our generator as often as needed. We do not, and permitted. So there's places that don't allow generators, or places that have generator hours. But we run our generator as often as we need it. But even with the big generator running for maybe 20 minutes at a time, once or twice a day, breakfast and dinner is usually when we would run our generator. That doesn't give you enough battery charging time to keep your RV batteries freshly charged. You need a slow trickle charge for that. Solar is great for that. But what we do to keep our batteries fully charged is we have a second generator. We have a Honda 1000 watt super quiet generator, and we carry it because it is super quiet. It is so quiet that with the windows of the RV closed, you can barely hear it from inside the RV. As far as outside the RV, we keep it in the back, and we keep the exhaust pointed away from people. And with that, if you're outside and you're walking past our campsite, you might barely hear the generator running, but it's not very loud at all. So we run our Honda generator for long periods of time. We use it, we have a list of things that will run off of the 1000 watt generator. So we will use it to run a coffee maker, that works. Darlene's hair dryer on low works, on high it does not. But we mainly use the generator to power our TV and the laptop. The big generator makes it too unfriendly to watch TV, just too loud. So, you know, we can't realistically watch TV with the big generator running. But with the little Honda purring outside, we will watch an hour or two movie on TV. And I'll be working on my laptop, editing a YouTube video, or labeling pictures, downloading and labeling pictures from our day on vacation. All right, I'm gonna stop here and pan just because it's canyon starting to open up. Looking kind of nice. Again, we're in Dog Canyon in Big Bend National Park. We run our Honda generator for an hour or two every evening, again while we're watching TV and or working on the laptop, and that keeps our battery fully charged all the time. We did not have that Honda generator when we were in Alaska, and you know, we ran the big generator again, usually twice a day, morning and dinner, and we felt that about once every 5 to 7 days we needed to stay at a campground that had electric so that we could recharge our battery. With the Honda generator running, we never feel like our battery is less than full. And you know, we've gone weeks. Feels like we could go perpetually forever without having to worry about recharging our battery. So everyone's situation is different. But with a lot of videos out there on YouTube talking about their successful installation of solar, I thought it was time to have a video explaining why sometimes it's not the best choice to go with solar. So everyone's situation is different, and depending upon what your situation is, it might be good for you to go with solar. But now you've got at least one more opinion about, and one more set of options too, if you choose not to go with solar. Thanks for watching. We normally do videos on parks and places and not so much about technology. So our next video, I promise, will be on that route. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe and click the bell icon to get notifications of future videos. Thanks for watching.